I need every network marketer to hear this. This is huge. Whether you're in doTERRA, Amare, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Young Living, New Skin, Modere, Melaleuca, any direct sales company, I've been thinking about how incredibly hard we work. We work our tails off, but we don't necessarily work in a smart way when we're building our businesses. And I don't mean that in a rude way. It's actually what we're taught in network marketing. We're taught that we don't have to produce the product, and so we need to do everything else. And we become amazing at making lists and following up and posting and messaging people and remembering birthdays and sending welcome messages and training people and checking in, hosting events, inviting people to events. But somewhere along the way, we actually accidentally become an assistant in our own business instead of being the CEO of our business. And today I want to change that for you. Today is the day that I want you to look back and say, you know what? I decided to become a different kind of business owner than I've ever been before today. So how many people have you forgotten to follow up with in the past? Are you 100% at following up, or do you have people that you've forgotten to follow up with? Have you ever stayed awake wondering who you forgot to text? Have you ever lost a customer simply because your life got super busy? Have you ever posted and then forgot to tell somebody to go and watch the video or watch that, the reel, whatever? I want you to put a 1 in the comments if you've ever done any of those things below, and not to shame you, but for you to see that you are not the only one. There are lots of us who have been through that process. And years ago, back actually in 2018, I was pretty discouraged in my network marketing business. And the problem is I was doing network marketing like it was 2011 when I started, and the landscape was changing. And so I had been taught that network marketing, you really need to be in person and you need to really create great relationships. And that is important. And I do not want to discredit that at all. That is not what I'm here to do, because those in-person connections are so valuable. But the world has shifted. And if you want to build your business good, and huge, and you want to take it to the next level, you cannot run the CRM in your head. And if you're wondering what a CRM is, it's a customer relationship management system. And your customer relationship management system is what remembers everything for you instead of your brain having to remember everything for you. Because when our brain has to remember all the people we need to invite and text and follow up with, it becomes so exhausting. And when we have Excel spreadsheets and Post-it notes and, notebooks that have things all over, which I am totally guilty of, because the first 8 years of my business, this is exactly how I ran my business, how network marketing is taught, which is make your list and, check things off instead of building an actual CRM, customer relationship management system, that has a brain behind it so that I could truly show up as my authentic self, not being overwhelmed, burned out, stressed out. And when I hit a wall in 2018, I had been traveling. I had been doing so many events in person. I had gone through the ups and downs of network marketing. I'd had people, tons of people come in. I'd had a few of my business partners quit. And I knew what it took to build, because I had built to diamond in our organization, which is a huge deal. But I was so burned out and I felt like I couldn't scale anymore. It was I was at max capacity. I was fully spent. And how was I supposed to go to Blue Diamond and Presidential and beyond if I couldn't even manage where I was at, because there were so many people coming in and I could not connect with them in the proper way? So I want you to think about anything you're doing as a network marketer that is repetitive, that you repeat yourself with. So things like your welcome message, your product education, your business information. These are things that you do every single day to move your business forward. And you repeat yourself over and over again. What if those things you could actually automate? You could automate onboarding a new business partner and it's still authentically you, because you've created a system that has videos of you teaching it one more time. And instead of having to teach it 1,000 more times over the next 10 years while you're growing your business, you teach it one more time. And now when somebody comes into your system, they only get access to you once they've watched the first 5 videos. Then they can schedule an appointment with you, because by that point you know they're in. They've watched the first instruction videos, they've created the different things that you've asked them to create, whatever your process is in the beginning. Now they deserve a call with you, versus meeting with everybody who breathes until you find that your amazing builders. So this is the power of automation. And if you're ready to build a system, if you're ready to own your own business, because right now your business is owned by your network marketing company and by the social media companies, because if you are not building a strong email list, you don't own your business. You're just giving your people to your network marketing company, and tomorrow they could shut down and take that all away from you. And where would you be left? So if you are interested, I want you to go to the link below. I want you to look for the Network Marketing Automation Blueprint, the Network Marketers Automation Blueprint. There's a link down there below that you can sign up to get. This is going to take you into a webinar where I explain the entire system that I built out that took me from not enrolling anyone in 2018, I think maybe I enrolled 3 people, to becoming the grand prize winner after being in my company for 12 years. Like, have you ever heard of that? Like, a lot of times people come in the first year, the second year, they're on fire and they win the trip. I was the grand prize winner on either year 11 or 12. I can't remember which. I need to go back and see for sure. And that was because I had built systems. I had a system. I was every single day, regardless of if I showed up, I was getting leads. Every single day, regardless if I showed up, those leads were being followed up with. And it came through building a system, and my leads were coming in through YouTube, but you can use TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is that you want. I have used YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook to build lots of different types of business. Facebook has actually built my coaching business, my marketing business that I have. YouTube has built my network marketing business. TikTok has built my affiliate business. So I have lots of experience on how to build these systems. And if you go and watch the webinar below, you grab the automation blueprint, and you decide that you want to jump in and start building your own system, instead of charging you thousands of dollars, I literally am going to give you the program for 30 days that I use for free. And then after that, it's $97. This is not a program I own. It's a program that I use. But because they know that I help network marketers, they have given me a 30-day free trial, so you can try it absolutely free. And for those 30 days, I am inviting you to my once-a-week class, where not only are you going to get my course on how to build this system and some of my templates, but you're going to get free mentoring where you can show up, ask any questions. I will help you build out whatever it is that you're wanting. I will guide you through that process. And all you have to do is follow that link below. Now, the key with network marketing is our company and our social media companies own our audiences, and we just let them. We let them because we're like, oh, we're busy building our system. But if you stop posting, your business stops. If your company dies out or shuts it down, your business stops. And that's not freedom. That literally, you've given your people to all of these platforms and businesses. And I want you to build a system where your people, regardless of if your company goes out of business, if social media shuts you down, you have access to them. And I'm going to teach you how to build a lead magnet, how to start emailing people, how to build funnels, how to sell courses, how to promote your product with your network marketing company in a very authentic way that makes people feel valued. It makes them feel like you appreciate them. And it also will help you so that you never forget to follow up, because you're not lazy. You're human, and sometimes life happens. And when you have a system that follows up for you, you become very trusted with your audience. And sometimes what happens is our new customers in our network marketing company, they feel lost because they order and then there's silence because life hits us. But imagine if every single customer that you enrolled, all you did was drop them into a nurture sequence. They received multiple welcome emails explaining all the different products, how to use them, that lead to videos, a membership site where you can actually go in and see, okay, who watched what. It is your product guide. It has, recipes, it has lots of DIYs, whatever it is that you're wanting to teach them based off of what your product is, you build that out. It also has a community invite, so they get invited into a community, but you don't have to do this individually. And you can even create like a back system where it's like, oh, if you're struggling with sleep, and you create videos. If it's brain chatter, here's what you do. If it's anxious feelings, here's what you do. And so it's very, very powerful to be able to build a system out that every time can support your customers, even when you can't. Now, a lot of times it takes us even more time to explain the business opportunity. And you know what? In all fairness, we take that time with those people because we understand that if people come in and they're willing to share the business opportunity and the products with other people, they're opening up their network to us. But imagine, instead of having to explain the business opportunity over and over and over again, you had a website that had your training on, or your whatever it is that you teach, your class on why they should be affiliating with your network marketing company and the business opportunity. You send people there, and once they watch it, they can book an appointment with you. Like, imagine having how powerful that is, so that when they book the appointment, instead of having to go through everything over and over again, you can truly get to know them and connect with them. Now, the other thing that I really want to point out about having a system, and don't forget the system is in the link below. If you're like, I'm ready to get started, I want to learn how to build a system so that I own my own audience. I can not only own it, but I can then connect better with my current audience and increase my sales. If that's you, I want you to follow the link below, jump in, and I'm so excited to meet you on our Tuesday calls where it's group mentoring, and I'm super excited for that. But I want you to think about how if 100 people showed up and they wanted you to enroll them this month in your network marketing business, would that overwhelm you? Would you be like, I don't even know if I can? Because I remember when I was at Diamond and I was trying to grow to that next level, and it was like I was maxed to capacity. I could not do more. It was like too much. I could not do more. And the thing is, once I learned how to build automations and funnels and collect leads without me having to do all the work, like I used to have to pack up my car, go do a class, come home with 5 or 6 leads, follow up with them on my own, enroll them, and then teach them personally. And that was exhausting. And quite frankly, it took forever and ever and ever. And that is why it's really hard for network marketers to scale without having a system. And the craziest thing is, and I'm so frustrated in the network marketing space because we are taught that we don't need a system. We need to be in person. We need to be relationship based. But the problem with that is that our relationships, automations, often people will say automations feel impersonal, but what's impersonal is forgetting people. Automations actually help you serve people consistently. And there's so much power behind that. Like, can you imagine if people felt loved and connected to you because you'd put so much time into making sure they had their questions answered? So recruiting can be really, really overwhelming in that sense that there's so much that we have to do to share the opportunity and get them through that process. And so if you're like, okay, 100 people each month, that would, like this month, that would be a lot. And automation lets you grow without the chaos. I want you to think like all the big businesses that are in your town, that are all around, they have automation set up. And so a lot of people think automation is cold. I believe that automations literally give you the freedom to show up and be authentically you. You don't automate relationships. You automate repetition. And that's super critical to understand, that we're not automating the relationship. We're automating what we do over and over again. That's a huge difference. So if you're sending the same welcome text to everybody when they join, we're going to automate that. If you're sending product guides manually, we're going to audit that. When you need to remember people's birthdays, we're going to audit that. When you need to follow up 17 times, we're going to audit that. So you automate that. So you can show up and the software can handle the repetitive work. And that is why if you grab the link below, you are going to get access to my Network Marketer Automations Blueprint. And when you join the system the automation system that I use, I'm going to give you my templates. It's 30 days for free. And then after that, it's only $97. And I am not kidding you. This does everything: emailing, your pipelines, your CRM, your funnels, your websites, and you can do as many as you want of these. Your membership site where you can build out courses, you can sell things on it, you can blog, you can do webinars, you can do all these different things, and it's all in one place. And the beauty of that is you then go into your CRM and you can see exactly where people came from. So for instance, I just recently on this channel, I went in today and I saw that, thank you for everybody who's jumping in and they're starting to automate their network marketing system. I'm so excited to see you at our next class, but I can see that you came from YouTube. It tells me where that attribution came versus the people who come in through Facebook. And I have that link will say, oh, they came in through Facebook or through Instagram or through TikTok. And that is so amazing. Can you even imagine how cool that is? A lot of people think, well, I just don't have enough people for this to be worth it. And actually, your systems are going to bring you enough people. And if you're like, there's not enough people for me to enroll, all you need is a system. And you need to learn how to talk to the exact person. There's 8 billion people on the planet. I guarantee there's 1,000 people who are looking for somebody right now who it solves the solution that you solve. And so I'm going to teach you how to speak to those people, how to use search engine optimization to build out your systems, to create content that leads the right type of people to you. Some people think, well, I'm just not techie, and that's okay. You'll learn. And learning is super fun. And this is way easier than it used to be. When I built my first website back in 2004, that was super techie. This is not. This is drag and drop. And some people will say, well, my company already has a website for me. Well, guess what? That is your company's website. That's not yours. Because if they go out of business tomorrow, you do not have that website anymore. You do not have your clientele list. You do not have their emails, their phone numbers anymore. You need to own your own audience. Period. End of story. And just remember, when automation, if you think automation feels impersonal, what is impersonal is forgetting people, and automation helps you to serve people consistently. So I want you to imagine that you create a reel and somebody DMs or somebody comments on that reel, and they instantly get a DM from you that's automated that gives them the free guide or the link to your product or whatever it is. And then they also get an email from you and a text, and a day later they get a welcome video, and you invite them to watch this video automatically. And then after they watch the video, they get a follow-up, and you've never had to touch your phone, and you wake up and people have booked calls from you. They've downloaded your guides, they've joined your email list, they've learned all about your products while you've slept. And that is exactly what systems do. And it's time to take your business from 2011 to 2026, because this is truly where things are going. If you've been on TikTok at all in the last year, you've seen online social selling is the biggest thing ever right now. It is such a huge opportunity. And I've spent years helping network marketers build systems that work even when they aren't sitting behind their phones. And just yesterday, I posted a video in one of my Facebook groups about building automation systems. And one of my students from a couple years ago, I got to hear from. It was so great. She posted underneath, she's like, I'm not on Facebook very often, but I saw this video, and I just want to tell everybody the system that I built out with Mandy consistently brings me in 10 to 12 leads every single month, and enrollments every single month. So more leads than that. That is so exciting, and I'm super proud of her, and I'm just so thrilled. That's just one of many students who have finally caught up to 2026 when the online world deserves your product. You shouldn't have to wait to get somebody to an event in person to enroll them. So systems give you the opportunity to have less hustle and a bigger impact. So if you're ready to stop chasing people and start building a business that serves you instead of controlling your life, I want you to check the link below. Go in, fill out the form, watch the webinar, join the platform that I love. It's called GHL. You're going to see a link that says join GHL. You'll get a 30-day free trial. And then you will get access to my Tuesday calls where you can come on and ask me any question. It's a really great group of network marketers and other business owners. My marketing agency we do a lot of doctor consultation and health and wellness consultation. So people who are in health and wellness. And then of course we've got our network marketing arm as well, where we help network marketers. And so it's a really great group to connect with and make and see what they're doing and then build out your things. So if you found value in this, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified every single time I upload a brand new video. We will see you in the next video. I know that you have it within you to be wildly successful and achieve all of your dreams.